In the summer of 1999, while much of India was gripped by cricket, politics, and the blazing heat, a silent war broke out high in the Himalayas. It wasn't a full-blown invasion, nor a traditional battlefield, but it became one of the most intense, unforgiving military engagements of modern Indian history. This was the Kargil War, a 74-day high-altitude conflict that pitted Indian troops against Pakistani infiltrators in a deadly contest above 18,000 feet. The Kargil district in Jammu and Kashmir, nestled near the Line of Control (LOC), had long been a tense region, but it was believed to be secure. Indian troops had followed an age-old practice of vacating remote high-altitude outposts during the harsh winter months. But in May 1999, something changed. Shepherds from the Batalik sector reported strangers in the mountains. Indian patrols went to investigate. What they found stunned the nation. Over 1,000 armed intruders dug into fortified bunkers occupying key peaks inside Indian territory. These were not militants. These were soldiers of the Pakistan Army's Northern Light Infantry, disguised as mujahideen. Their plan was coldly strategic: to seize control of high-altitude ridges, cut off Indian supply lines to the Siachen Glacier, and internationalize the Kashmir issue by provoking a conflict. What followed was a brutal uphill war. The Indian Army, taken by surprise, was now forced to fight vertically, climbing freezing cliffs under sniper fire, shelling positions that could barely be seen, and defending territory where oxygen levels were dangerously low. This was warfare on the roof of the world. Battles raged across Tiger Hill, Tololing, Dras, and Batalik. Soldiers like Captain Vikram Batra, Grenadier Yogendra Yadav, and Manoj Pandey became national icons. The stories of their bravery still echo. Vikram Batra's famous signal, "Ye dil mange more," became a rallying cry. Yadav, shot multiple times, continued climbing and took out enemy bunkers. Pandey led a bayonet charge under heavy fire, refusing to be evacuated until the mission was complete. India's response wasn't just ground assault. The Indian Air Force launched Operation Safe Sagar, flying at altitudes never attempted before in combat. Mirage 2000 jets dropped laser-guided bombs, hitting enemy bunkers perched on knife-edge ridges. It was a technological triumph, but also a logistical nightmare. Every shell had to be airlifted. Every soldier had to be acclimatized. Every inch of progress came at staggering cost. By mid-July, after relentless assaults and international pressure, Pakistan began pulling back. But the cost was immense. India lost over 500 soldiers. Pakistan's losses were believed to be more than triple, though the government refused to acknowledge them. Bodies were left behind, denied by their own nation. The Kargil War reshaped Indian defense policy. It exposed gaps in intelligence, inter-service coordination, and winter border strategy. In its aftermath, India revamped its surveillance, satellites, and mountain warfare doctrine. New divisions were raised. Every peak now had permanent winter occupancy. Kargil had taught a brutal lesson: never leave your roof unguarded. But beyond the tactics and timelines lies the raw emotion. This wasn't just a border conflict. It was a war fought by young men barely out of college, climbing into gunfire because the homeland demanded it. It was a war where courage wasn't optional. It was survival. And it reminded India that peace is never a guarantee in a land where shadows cross frozen ridges. Subscribe now to explore more gripping war stories, untold military operations, and the courage of real-life heroes. Because the mountains remember everything, and history echoes loudest where it was written in blood and snow.